in this NFC wildcard game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Catch left side here by Aiken. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
The star at nearby UW, Kevin King on the stop.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
From the 38, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
24 is the mark. Hey, watch the ball. 24.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Packers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I got my carpet rolled out for you.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mark.
This is Carson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
87.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 9-yard line.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Tempo.
Throwing again here, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Packers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The Packer first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Rodgers pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and...
Wilson will throw again. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that, but remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Tighten up.
Now it's Carson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go, Heavy.
Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Edwards. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the...
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Popo's the mic. Mike's Popo. Get the ball. Fair. 44's the mic. to Mike. It's been a long day for you. 44.
From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Shit. 24, check 3.
Here's Carson. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And now time has run out on this first half. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Look at the backup, Jordan Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
57.
Operating from the gun, Wilson, and that's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 3. 44, Mike, 44. Zebra. Screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Yard line.
We never know, just when it's our time, and legends are gone, and we don't know why. So before they go, look, here go toast, give them a rose, but they still alive. I'm feeling like Will, I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, because I was a
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
44, Mike, 44. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. 44 is the mark.
Second down, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Single.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
From the gun, Wilson. Space to run past the 20. He finds an open man, Simpson. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Lucky. Striker, 3. Check. Watch the striker. Watch the safety creep.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. 44, 44, Mike, 44.
They run it with Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Check. Hey, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson steps away. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Number 28.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. We got 97. We got 3. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
That's good.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
57, Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destination.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good job, yo.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready, set. 44. Mike, 44.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
44 is the mark.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was a blessed with no one feel. Don't know how I feel. I wanted to flex and go to the chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
Today's final
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position,